Have you got yourself a go-to game that's wonderful, just relaxing and unwinding at the end of the day? Well, I have, and it's pure pool. It's a game I used to play a lot of on the Xbox and PlayStation, and it just allows me just to sort of unwind and forget now and again. And I do like going back to it and seeing what's what. And so when this got released for the Switch, or announced for the Switch, I had to jump at the opportunity to give it a go. And despite some minor visual downgrades that you'll see on bigger screens more than anything, good in handheld, but on the bigger screens it gets a bit muddier. It absolutely looks the part. Cue balls shine where they should do. The baize looks good on the tables. The backgrounds are good. There's an ambience to them, and yeah, it's just a really decent presentation. And before I get into why I like this so much, just to cover, it's got all the features that you would expect across the game. It's got a fairly basic career mode. It's got the usual progression that allows you to take on opponents of varying difficulties at the different variations of pool. So you've got 8-ball pool, 9-ball pool, and there's snooker as well. And again, it's not just they've added snooker balls and using the pool engine. Snooker feels inherently different to pool, which I think is vital, and that works really well. There's online modes, there's skill games, and it does the part. It does the part. It's not the most in depth, but the table physics are brilliant, and it controls pretty well. Better with the Pro controller. The Joy-Cons themselves, as you'll see from the footage here, doesn't allow you quite the finesse that you would get on the Pro controller, and especially that I had on the Xbox controller when I played pool on there, because it doesn't quite have the travel distance, so it does struggle ever so slightly with certain parts. But you do get used to it. So it's not a game breaker at the end of the day. And the reason it's not a game breaker is because of where Pure Pool really excels. And that is the ability to turn the game on. It loads through the developer and publisher logos, and then it just dumps you on a table. There's you. There's 15 coloured balls, there's a cue ball, a table, a nice ambience, and just pot away. Just start knocking balls around the table, potting them to your heart's content. Knock them all down, re-rack, go again. So when I first put this on to test it, the idea was to run through all the modes quickly, see how it plays compared to the bigger consoles, and then go from there. Couple of hours passed and I was just knocking balls around the table still. Hadn't even looked at the various different modes. Just spent, it was very close to 2 hours just potting balls, re-racking and potting some more. It's relaxing. It's a sort of more calm version, I suppose, of taking a hammer and bashing something with it to let the frustrations out. Usually life is very much calculated decisions of, if I do this, what's going to happen with this, and if I have to do that, what's going to happen with that. I've got to think about the kids. If I don't do this job well, what's going to happen to me? Can I afford this with the current climate? And you've got all these stresses running around your head. But what Pure Pool allows you to do straight away is just go in, knock balls around, not care one little bit. And I love it for that. I love VooFoo Studios for putting that mode in. But it might not seem like it's the most amazingly wonderful, brilliant thing. But its simplicity is what makes it so wonderful for me. I could talk about the career mode and how that needs maybe expanding. It's just very basic, almost mobile-esque in its execution, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Decent table physics and the ability to just relax with a game will always be more important to me than anything else. And yeah, this does it really well. Quick shout out with the game actually to the final pot animation, where it zooms in to the cue hitting the ball and the chalk dust flies, and yeah, it's good. I like that. I do like that. It's almost like the X-ray mode from Sniper Elite, but for pool. Yeah, absolutely wonderful little thing to do. I could talk about the quirks there are and where it can be improved, but I don't care. I don't care. This is such a lovely game. And yeah, I'll just continue potting balls around for hours on end. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. So, what's your go-to game? Do you like something that's relaxing? Maybe a bit of pool? Do you maybe like to play a game of FIFA or another sports game? Or maybe you like going into the training mode of Smash Brothers or Street Fighter and just pummeling a dummy AI. Maybe you like going in and just shooting things. What modes of games is there for you that aren't the main game that you use as a way to relax? Let us know in the comments. That'd be great. If you like the video, please do a like and subscribe, because apparently you need to be saying that all the time. And yeah, until next time, goodbye.